All right, so welcome everybody to the Wednesday webinar where we will explicitly be talking about the power nodes and BlueHill mining. I'm here with my co-host Armando. So yes, it's been a very, very busy day for us. I know me and Armando have been on several Zooms today, closing the final questions, the final due diligence for BlueHill mining, and I'm pretty sure all of you have been extremely busy as well for these last couple of days, because as you know, there is no extension on the bonus tokens, okay? So from midnight Spain time, as Armando just said, from tomorrow night, those bonus tokens that we will talk about on the presentation is no longer, and we are assured by the company there will be no extension, okay? It will be simply the packs, and you will be receiving it at 4.5 cents. And as you know, this year will be the year of the STO. Only today, I was just going through some of the news channels, and it seems to be everywhere. I'm seeing, you know, Tesla, I'm seeing Apple, I'm seeing a lot of the big household names talking about tokenization. So that just gives you the indication that this is really happening, and we're at the forefront. We are at the very beginning of something very, very powerful, especially in the next couple of years. And of course, that is why it's very, very exciting that we are the first network in history to have a partnership with BlueHill Mining to give us these security tokens. So it's going to be an exciting year for everybody. And what we'll do is we'll do the presentation to clarify last minute points and highlight you know, the timelines and exactly the dates, so everybody is fully aware. So if you are going out to your events, if you are talking at your house and inviting people, that you have the correct information, because it's extremely important for the transparency of the company that when we deliver the message and the education, that it is correct, because there is no need at all to hype this. The product is itself, no need to do it. The whole world is hyping security tokens right now. So just want to be clear. How are you tonight, Armando? I could hear you, but I can't see you.
All right. So welcome everybody. It's a pleasure for me to be once more here in this webinar. The last one, as Lee said it and mentioned it very well, the last one before the end of the promotion of the BHM token. So in fact, as I told before, we are up to 28 hours, less than 28 hours to end that promotion. So this, for us in the webinar, is the last call for everybody to join and get that opportunity to get the tokens at lower prices. So Lee said it all. I just want to congratulate you and welcome you. Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Can you see the presentation, Armando?
Yes, it's coming.
So this is going to be the last time that we highlight the bonus. So as you know, everybody, as this is recorded, we do have to go through the information because there's still going to be 60 days for people to learn about the PowerMine, our second product, everybody. So if you are listening to the recordings, watching this on YouTube, this is indeed our second product, PowerMines. And on this presentation, we are going to discuss it. So as everybody knows and is well aware, the last couple of years in the market, as cryptocurrency is still very young, as a lot of people, I would say about 98% of the world are still trying to understand the transition from the fiat paper money going into the digital money. And 2017 and 18, as you know, and may have experienced yourselves, we had a traditional saying called the ICO, and this was the initial coin offering. And this was something that was new for everybody. It was very, very exciting. And a lot of companies out there were trying to get in on this trend of the ICO and do a crowdfunding. And the idea was they created a nice white paper. It had all the technical details on it. And the idea was to create crowdfunding to come up with a utility token that had a purpose to just better the world. And it was quite complex and it was quite new in the financial market. But it didn't go down very well, as we've all experienced, because the developers that took the money was really only taking the retail money. There was not a lot of institutional money came in. And the idea was to get your crowd-funded money, produce the utility and have its purpose. But 2017 and 18, we saw something quite different. We all experienced it. Was the markets didn't really react very well to it. And the companies that had the idea came in a little bit too early. They couldn't really manage the concept of their white paper. And a lot of those companies did not actually get off the ground. Didn't happen. The ones that did continue with it, that presented it, put it on the exchanges. Amanda, can you take care of that? Put it on.
I don't know what that is. Okay, I got it.
You can see now that the actual price of their utility tokens was actually less than what they were selling it for at the pre-market price. So what really happened? Well, we can look at some lessons here. And the lesson here is the most thing was there was a lot of doubt. There was so much uncertainty in this market. And when we look at it now, we realize what the problem was. It was everybody was looking for something secure, something reliable, something that was regulated. And because regulations were still in a gray area, none of the countries had the written handbook, all right? Let's be honest, there's no real written handbook about regulation. So something had to change. So we've learned now that ICOs probably isn't going to be our future. We are not going to attract hedge fund managers, market makers, your Wall Street guys, the banks, countries, adoption, all of the buzzwords. It's not going to happen with the ICO. So something has to change. If we want to see this cryptocurrency hit $1 trillion plus market cap, something has to change, okay? And what is that change, Armando? What is it that now is the big focus out in the world that is starting to get attention? It got Mize's attention, it got the Mize's attention, it's all over social media, it's all over in governments. What is that? What is the new market?
The new markets, why? So the new markets, because of this lack of trust, as Lee very well explained it in the previous model, let's call it this way, a new opportunity just rise. That is the STTO, the security tokens. So the new tokens market based on blockchain, the STO security token offering, is safer because it's subject to regulations to the countries where it is issued. The value of the token is backed by an actual asset, token supported by assets. So what this means? It means that all the way that people were looking into the crypto space and into the blockchain technology is changing. And this was the way to do the things right, to set up the things in the right track. So in fact, with this, no more miss of trust, no more lack of trust in the crypto and in the blockchain. So in fact, this was the solution, the fair solution to present to everybody. So the community of people, the smartest people and the most involved people in this space, they really realized that they should find a way to give security and to give guarantees to people who invest in a token. So the fact was they created the STO, the security tokens. So in fact, this is a new opportunity, and Mize Network, it's on this is ahead of all of this. So we got a huge and unique opportunity to join and benefit from this new trend. This just came up, and Mize Networks is the first LMM in the world to offer you an opportunity like this. So this is the last call, as we mentioned on the beginning. And so focus on this, guys. This is going to end, this opportunity with the promotion is going to end in 28 hours, less than 28 hours.
So as everybody knows, we've been around now coming up to our 15th month. We are now no longer a baby company. As Armando says to me a lot, we're coming out of the garage. Facebook was in a garage. Google was in a garage. Mize was in the garage. We are growing up now. We are certainly paying attention to what the markets are telling us. And Mize, following the product line of Power, seeks to constantly, and this is the most important points I want to illustrate tonight about our network, is we are always sourcing secure, serious, and reliable projects. Okay, as we all know, our first project that came out was Power Nodes. That was the new mining standard which incorporated the proof of work and proof of stake. That product, everybody, would be absolutely fantastic now if it wasn't for the ICOs and the doubt and all of the insecurities and the lack of trust causing the markets to go down. Power Nodes would be doing extremely well, and it will do extremely well, and it's here to stay because it is secure, it is a serious product, and it's reliable. It still continues. So Power Nodes is our first product, but we've morphed now, we've grown, we've got new partnerships. And keep it in line with the word power. Now we've got power with our PowerMines. But this time, it's from real mining. Our first partnership, our first very, very serious partnership is, as you will find out in the next slide, is with BlueHill Mining. Okay, so BlueHill Mining and Mize Network. Armando.
Yes.
As it's our last official one on the bonus, let's just spend a little bit of time because people are coming in about how that partnership happened, how we are actually on the board. Let's spend a couple of minutes on this because this slide is probably for me the most important slide we have.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about the partnership between BlueHill and Mize. So Mize Network, or GWE, that's the company that owns Mize. The group is, we are a technological company, all right? So in fact, we have the knowledge and we have people inside the company that really knows about all of this. And they have been involved for so many years. So the knowledge in this company is it's in a very high standard. So because of this knowledge, because of the connections that the company members has, they get to know the things on first before even comes out. So in fact, they get to know about this company that is BlueHill Mining, and this company has the intention, when they get to know, the intention to be absolutely blockchainize it and at the same time tokenize it. All right, so the tokenization is the issue here. So as the knowledge and the contacts and the company gets to know about this, they look for these guys and said, okay, we are this company, we do this, and we loving it, what you are doing, what you pretend to do, and so we want to get involved. So what happened is they start to talk. So the company starts to get to know BlueHill Mining, and BlueHill Mining starts to know the company also. So they get into a point and they realize that it should be an advantage for both of them if they were joined together, right? So because of this and because of the vision of the company, we thought that BlueHill Mining project, it's going to be one of the most profitable ones in the world. And that is based on the blockchain and on the token itself. So when we realized this process, we want to get involved, and more than that, we became shareholders. Mize Network became a shareholder of BlueHill Mining. So by this, we have an intention with this, and that intention was to set up a deal with these guys, with BlueHill Mining, to benefit the Mize's community. So that is the point. The company then did this partnership just for them to earn. It was the chance to do this partnership and benefit the Mize community. That means all of us, all right? So they did a contract with BlueHill. they request for something that is absolutely unique, that is to do a pre-sale before the STO. So the STO, it's the public offering of the token, the pre-sale, let's call it this way, and we got an agreement that allow us to do a pre-sale. Okay, so in fact, this is unique, never happened before in the crypto space. So Mize Network, to protect and to give the best to their community, they did this partnership, and they give us, they get this, and they deliver to us for us to enjoy, for us to benefit, for us to get involved in one of the biggest projects with tokenization in the world. We're talking about the biggest mine of raw materials, precious metals in Asia, that is placed in Mongolia. And every one that gets the security token, the BHM token, it's an owner of that same mine. So it owns a piece, because that's what that token stands for. It gives you the right to become a shareholder of the company. So when the company will divide their assets, when the company divides their profits, they will distribute the profits through the token, because the tokens represent shareholding, right? And so all the dividends that the company will get, they will divide it, they will put it on the token, and that will give the valuation predicted up to, I think it's going to be minimum $30, all right? But there's a process. So this is not when Mize, everything that Mize creates, it's not something to last just some time, all right? So in fact, all the project that the company Mize Network present to us, it always has this vision, this long-term vision, like we did with the power nodes. The power nodes is going to be here for a long, long time. And for us, the owners of the tokens of the power nodes, for example, we will benefit, we will earn Bitcoin for many, many years, I can tell you. And with this BHM token, we will benefit not that long, because there is a time limit for benefit from the token, because the token itself has a time limit that is between 4 to 5 years. But in this period, the valuation of the token, it's going to be one of the highest in the world, I can tell you, because it's supported, that is based, the valuation of the token is based on the great profit that this mine is going to give for the company, and the company will give back to us. All right, so you can see it, that this is not a thing from Mize Network. This is a product. Mize Network has a platform to commercialize this token. That's what it is. It's a partnership that allows us to sell this in advance, okay? But the fact is, the product belongs to BlueHill Mining, and we, Mize Network, we are inside that company as shareholders. So we are there to protect your own investment, to make sure that everything is being done on the right way, to protect the community of Mizes, to protect all of you and myself. All right? So in fact, the partnership of BlueHill and Mize Network, it's one of the best deals you can get involved to. So by this, I just said it.
That's why I don't do this slide, because I can never say it as good as you just did. All right, so as you know, Mize now has created the PowerMine. We've created stakeholder packages to share with our Mizes the benefits of our alliance, as Armando just very well said about that alliance. That alliance is going to be extremely important, especially in the future. For everybody that's looking in Mize Network right now, that may be not 100% so serious, we can say by the time that this has gone through that process, they will never question Mize again. So to participate in the distribution of the tokens for which our shares we can get for a preferential price. Now, right at the bottom, everybody, the distribution, listen to this, the distribution of tokens will be made when BlueHill Mining distributes the tokens among its shareholders, okay? Got allergies. Okay, so what is the benefits for you and I? What is the benefits for our network right now? Why are we so passionate? Why is this such a very important time in our lives as cryptocurrency starts to go mainstream? Well, one of the greatest advantages of PowerMines is the exclusive access to the token and the special launch values. Everybody, as you know, the STO is not actually out yet. This is a pre-sale. This is the opportunity we're talking about. It's bigger than just talking about the price of 4.5 cents. You have to think outside the box here. You have to think about the future and the opportunity that has presented yourself to us before it starts to go really big and mainstream, okay? And because of the connections, because of what Mize Network has done, because of the alliance, because of all of the talks, all of the meetings, and getting on as a share owner or a shareholder of BlueHill Mining, we have this preferential price. We have this huge benefit, and that is getting this pre-sale price before the markets get it, okay? And that is at 4.5 cents. That is an absolute fantastic deal. You might not see it today. You might not see it in a few months, but you will start to appreciate that you got in for that pre-sale price of 4.5 cents. Now, when it does go out to the market, or shall we say the qualified investors, which will be monitored by Switzerland, they will be selling that sale price at the actual STO price when it becomes the security token offering. Right now, it's in a pre-sale to Mize Network only. No one else has this opportunity. They have to wait because they don't have the alliance. They haven't done all the hard work. They haven't done their due diligence. Mize Network Corporate did that for us. And that's why we have this pre-sale price, which is the opportunity right now. Of course, when the BlueHill Mining Token goes out to the public, to the qualified investors, that is the start of the security token offering at 9 cents. Armando, you want to take this one?
Yes, I can. Okay, so we have 3 options for you, and remind this is the last time we're going to show you this slide. So the next Monday, this slide will be the same, but will be different, all right? So there is 3 packs available. So the pack 1 is worth it 200 euros paid in Bitcoin, as you well know. So with this pack 1 with 200 euros, we will get 4,884 tokens. There is no extra tokens in this pack because it's a lower price pack. And so the total of tokens you will get is that same, 4,884 tokens. So if you divide the 200 euros for 4,884 tokens, you will see that the price is 0.045. That means 4.5 cents each token, all right? So that will be the price of the pack 1 during all the 90 days until the 31st of March. All right, so now let's talk about the pack 2. The pack 2 is worth it 1,000 euros worth it in Bitcoin. With this buying, you will get, because of this price, with 1,000 euros, you will get 24,420 tokens. But because it's a bigger pack, you will have 20% tokens extra. That means 4,884. If you realize it's exactly the same amount of tokens that you get when you buy a pack 1, right? So in fact, when you buy a pack 2, you pay 1,000 value in tokens, and you will get 1,200 value in tokens. So, but even so, if you get this promotion, you will get 4,484 plus. That gives you a total of 29,304 tokens. And if you divide this number of tokens for the value you are paying, you are buying them at the price at 3.7 cents of dollar each one. All right. So that is the pack 2. Now let's go to the pack 3, the big one. So it's worth it 5,000 euros in Bitcoin. With this buying, you will get 122 and 100 tokens. And because it's the biggest pack, you will get 30% extra of tokens. That means this value 30% will be 36,620 tokens, giving you a total of 158,730. And if you divide the price, the value you are paying for the tokens you get, you will have a valuation per token of 3.5 cents of dollar. All right, so what's going to happen? This in less than 28 hours, this 20 and 30% will disappear. So what it means, next week, next Monday, and until the 31st of March, all these packs, the price of the tokens will be 4.5. So the same price that is on the bottom for pack 1, next week, after tomorrow, midnight Spain, it will be 45, 45, 45 on each pack. All right? Even so, reminding that the price of the STO, it's 9 cents. So you're still getting at half price, even so without the promotion. All right? So what is the advantage of this? Imagine that the token gets to €1. All right? So just look at these extra tokens. For example, on pack 2, you pay 1,000 and only the extra tokens will give you 5 times more. All right, so you are earning a lot. And with the pack 3, only the extra tokens, you pay 5,000, and only with extra tokens you will get 36,630. Not even to mention the whole of the valuation of all the tokens you have. Let's just focus on those 20 and 30% extra. Only that will be a fantastic deal. Only that will be for himself a huge deal, right? Now look at the rest of the numbers. Get your calculator, do some simulations at 50 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents, $1, $2, $5, and see how much you can benefit from this. As I told you before, the predictions are to go until $30 a piece. But even so, even if it goes into 2-3 years and it gets $5 each token, do your math. Get your calculator and do your math. So guys, focus on this 20 and 30% on this slide for the last time, because now Lee, after what I'm saying, is going to change that slide, and that slide will disappear. All right, so the next week the slide is the same, but those 20 and 30, it's gone. All right, so guys, think about this, and about this slide I said it all.
I was on mute. Okay. The opportunity. It's so unique, everybody, and exclusive to our Mizes that it's almost incomprehensible how powerful this really is. When you think about what is really happening, what is really trending in the world right now, it isn't something that Mize Network is generating for you. It is really converting from the old monetary system that was always designed to fail, and we are now going into a digital world. We are using everything digital. Your phone is your life right now. So if everything is digital, why not have money become digital? It is time. We are moving so fast to go into a digital age that currency is going to be digital. So, you know, all the time it happens. Something comes our way, an opportunity comes, we take a look at it, and hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? After the opportunity has passed us by, and we've seen it and we've witnessed it, all of us, in some period of our time, we've seen an opportunity, we didn't really take it too seriously, and then the world adopted it, and then we wish. We can talk about Facebook shares, we can talk about eBay shares, we can talk about Bitcoin being at 10 cents. Most of us have heard about Bitcoin, but we just let it go. Now we're trying to say, Mize Network is giving you the information firsthand. You're getting the deals firsthand. As we've said, Mize Network has got the very first ever security token offering or pre-sale before anybody else. This will be widely adopted You don't even have to believe me. Just go and look on any social media outlet. You will see everybody is talking about security tokens. And if you just type it in once, maybe your Facebook feed is showing you Tesla, it's showing you Apple, it's showing you big companies. They're all going to be starting to tokenize their companies to get capital to expand. That is the opportunity. It is bigger than 4.5 cents for us Misers. It is what is happening globally. I'm just so proud and so pleased that Mize has taught me this. I'm the first to get this knowledge. I enjoy being here twice, 3 times a week with Armando, getting this education to pass it on to you, to pass it on to others, because when we have the opportunity right now, this time we don't have to use the excuse, I didn't know, I didn't understand it, I didn't really pay attention. You are here, and I know who comes here every single week, because it's starting to really take shape in your mind that this really is a huge opportunity that is at hand for us. Okay, we'll quickly talk about the compensation plan. And if you've noticed over the last 45 to 50 days, we spend a lot of time on the product more than the compensation plan. And if you've been in some other companies, they rush through the product and they spend more time on the compensation plan, but not here in Mize Network. And why is that? Because we are setting the new standards. It is about time that a network marketing company put us on the right track. We seem to have lost the way, the true value of network marketing using products and services over the last 5 or 6 years. But Mize Network has recognized that, and that is why we get stable, secure products and services and doing great partnerships. Okay, so let's talk about the compensation plan. You will notice this is slightly different to the Power Nodes. Power Nodes is a separate product, should have a separate compensation plan. So for PowerMines, here is our compensation plan. The first difference you're going to notice is Power Nodes will give you 5% for your direct sponsors or your direct indication, but here in PowerMines, it's an important product. We are giving 10%, or the company is giving 10% of the packages purchased by each sponsored direct. For example, if you sign up somebody today for a big PowerMine package of 5,000, you will instantly receive 500 euros, 10%. Okay, now something new here is the booster bonus. The booster bonus was not in Power Nodes, but it is here present in the PowerMines. Now, it's still a little bit of confusion, so we're going to spend a little bit of time on the booster bonus. But I'm going to let Armando talk about the booster because he says it so well, but I will do the rest, Armando.
Okay, so the booster bonus, how it works, is a fantastic bonus. So it works like this. To benefit, you can benefit from all these bonuses, all right, even if you don't have your own PowerMine, all right, even if you just have Power Nodes, for example, you can benefit from all this bonus except this exactly and specific one, the booster bonus. The booster bonus has a condition. To benefit from this bonus, you have to buy a pack, 200, 1,500, or 100 packs if you want to. So how it works, at the moment you buy your personal pack and is validated on the system, it will start a period of 48 hours. So all the sales that you do on this 48 hours inside this period, you will get a 5% bonus from Booster, all right? So what happened? Already you got, when you do a sale, you got direct indication of 10%. If you are qualified to the Booster, you will add 5% to this inside of 48 hours. So all the sales done, direct sales done, in this period of 48 hours after your personal buying of PowerMines, you will get total 15% commission. That's what it is. But let me just tell you this. The direct indication is paid directly to your Bitcoin wallet at the moment as your referral makes the payment. All right? The booster bonus commission is paid on the next day after the 48 hours finish. Okay, so don't expect to get on the same sale 10 plus 5 on that same moment. No, you will get the 10 and the 5, the system will accumulate, and by the end of the 48 hours, the next day after the ending of the 48 hours, after the time you buy your package, you will get the boost bonus total. So you can only have one single payment from PowerMine. You can get only one single payment of booster bonus. So it's one single payment.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's another new one that you may not have seen before from the Power Nodes versus PowerMines. This is the indirect indication. This one for me is extremely exciting for those of you who have made Mize Network your home. For those of you that have made this almost like your career, that you are going to stay with us and you are going to build and educate and help other people grow in your organization, Mize Network recognizes that. So they've added in this indirect indication. Now, as you know, on level 1, you're already going to get your 10%. But for those of you who are building, your second level starts to get extremely exciting because you are going to receive 0.5% extra commission from your second level team. Okay. On your third level, it's increasing. You're going to get 1%. Fourth level, 1.5%. And on your fifth level, 2%. That is a very, very generous, rewarding compensation plan for those of you who have spent the time and effort to organize events and do all of the hard work to educate everybody. And as your team grows, these bonuses will really start to take effect as we grow. Just imagine, everybody, and the thing I love about network marketing, and I just want to say this quickly, is because you're building, your team is already in place. And as more products come out, the beautiful thing about you're receiving these commissions for your levels 2 to 5, when the next products come out, if we again introduce this indirect indication, your team is built. So it's always, all the effort and work that you put in, you are going to get rewarded. Now, of course, that doesn't mean every single new product's going to have indirect indication, but if it does, just remind yourself about how it looked for you and how it felt on the PowerMines when you were receiving commissions from levels 1 to 5. The binary is the same as the power nodes. On your 2 legs, you are always going to receive the 10% of your binary of the volume equals one of your 2 binary teams. This in Mize Network, it's the weaker side, so that's not new to anybody. And the matching bonus, you've seen that before as well. This is why we celebrate everybody that's getting their ranks. Ranks are extremely important for several reasons. And one of the reasons is you are going to receive 5% as you go up through the ranks. So once you've received from your first level, your first bronze rank, you can start calculating in an extra 5%. Okay, that's why we're always celebrating. That's why we're always pushing everybody. If you're so close to getting your bronze rank, it's because you can celebrate this extra 5%. When you go on to level 2 and you receive your silver rank, again, you're going to receive an extra 5%. Level 3, gold or higher, is another 5%. And levels 4, 5%, which is the platinum rank. And the last one is level 5, is ruby or above, is 5%. If you calculate that up, if you calculate the direct indication 10%, your booster bonus if you apply, your indirect indications on your 5 levels, your binary and your matching bonus, all the effort, all of the dues that you've put in to help this company succeed, to help the network, to help the company flourish. This is a very, very exciting compensation plan that you can enjoy right now with the PowerMines. Okay. Well, that's quite emotional, really, because I can't believe, everybody, how quickly that opportunity for us has gone. I remember the very first one we did, I think it was the 19th, right? Where we were so excited to get this information out. And we thought we had so much time to enjoy getting our BlueHill Mining tokens, to watch the videos, to do our due diligence, to go out to the field and explain to everybody that security token offerings is going to be the new trend of the world. And here we are today, so quickly coming to the close of the extra tokens. So it is down to the last few hours. You know, this evening will be over. You've got one more day until 12 o'clock midnight Spain time, and that bonus tokens that may not feel important right now, but as time goes on, as the process completes, this year will fly like all the rest of the years in our lives will fly. And when it does reach those exchanges, and when the profits come in to the BlueHill Mining and it's, you know, send their dividends out via your tokens, you may just look back at those highlighted points of those bonus tokens, and you will probably be doing hindsight with your calculator saying, if I'd only got this, if I'd only got that, everything can change. So that is why it's a little bit emotional that those bonus tokens are going, because I just feel in my heart. That's why I'm here recording without hesitation to put on social media that I gave this presentation. I have no fear at all that Mize Network is one of the, if not the most transparent company out there right now, putting us on the right track, giving us the great partnerships to benefit the network. So yeah, emotional for me. Armando.
Yes, I just realized I don't have my camera on. Sorry, guys, I thought it was on. Nobody told me. Okay, so yes, this is a very emotional moment right now because I really love to do this. This is one of the things that I accomplish most, that fulfills me most, is doing this, is to give good opportunities to everybody. So I would love, my wish is that all of you had the right conditions to put the biggest investment on this, because this is me now. This is not the company, the man not from the company. This is Armando, the man, just the man. I'm telling you, this is a great opportunity. I can tell you that. If you trust my words, this is unique. This is really unique. And I can tell you we're going to have much more options of security tokens in the future here in Mize Network. But I can tell you, I wish we could have a better one. But I know what's on the table right now. And I can tell you from dozens of proposals from outside for us to do this with them, to do partnership with many other companies. They are coming by the dozens. And I can tell you so far, there are very good opportunities to come. But like this one, I can tell you I'm going to put all in this. Me personally, I'm putting all of it in this because this is going to be my lottery. I can tell you. This is going to be like my lottery. I don't believe in lottery. I never bet on the lottery. But in this is my lottery. So I'm saying.
So everybody, please make sure you've got the white paper. Please read it again. I advise everybody to actually print it off. When you print it off and you put the paperwork in your hand, you tend to take more information inside than just scrolling through your laptops and your phones. The second thing I really suggest everybody does is go to YouTube, type in BlueHill Mining, okay? You will find the video of the team behind BlueHill Mining. You will see the faces of the people talking about BlueHill Mining, and just look at their faces and look at the printed document of the white hill paper and make sure it's the same people. You will notice it's the exact same people making that video. This BlueHill Mining has been around a long time. It's a very rich mine. It's doing extremely well. I really highly doubt that they are going to make a public white paper accessible online and make a YouTube video with their faces saying, you know, a 3.5 minute to jeopardize their reputations, their livelihoods, and put it all over YouTube for public to see. I highly doubt they are going to do that to play games with us, you know. And I highly doubt Mize Network has spent a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of resources to have, you know, a chair at the board to monitor this, to damage the reputation of Mize Network when we're trying so hard to give us a stable company that's going to be around here many, many years, okay? You can have as many documents as you want if you want that as your security. For me, when somebody makes a video and puts it on YouTube for the rest of the world to see, that speaks volumes to me, especially with the team around BlueHill Mining. That almost sold it for me. When I saw that video and I saw the CEO, talking about his company, I went to the white paper and I went down and I looked at the board of the BlueHill Mining team, and it's them. I kind of just, that was enough for me. That's me personally. I've had my failures in the past. It damaged my trust a little bit, but I've quit everything to put myself back into Mize Network because I truly believe somebody or some company is going to put us back on the right track to get us back to success. And I'm pretty sure over time, when people look at Mize Network, they're going to look at the power nodes still working, still paying. They're going to look at the partnership of BlueHill Mining. They're going to see that it developed into what it is. And they're going to look at whatever other products are coming in our ecosystem. And then you are going to see Mize rise. And it's going to rise fast. And I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see me and Armando on one of your stages at one of your hotels in the very near future, where we're promoting or presenting the next evolution of Mize Network's ecosystem. And that for me keeps me awake at night. That's why I love to do this. That's why I'm emotional about it. I feel good that my journey has led me here. I was always going to find a company that was going to be honest, humble, transparent, and here I am. So, you know, I let all my past failures go. They were lessons for me. I learned a lot now. I can identify somebody that's telling stories to somebody that's got compassion and is really about their network. So that's why I'm emotional today. But I've got nothing else to say, everybody. It's our last webinar, Armando, on the bonus tokens. That's unbelievable. That time has gone so fast.
Gone so fast. 40 days. Just like that. And well, for final words, what can I say? What can I say is we're going to have the token, the BHM token is going to be available until the 31st of March with Mize Network. But then on the STO, you can buy them anyway. Okay, so the token will be available for buy and sell, for sell after the fourth quarter. But to buy, it will be available until during for 4 or 5 years time. So it will be a lot of tokens available. But the question is to get them at this price, to join this opportunity and to have ways to stock it in a very secure way. That's something that we'll talk about in a very few days. We're going to talk about the way you're going to save all of this, the way that Mize Network has created for you to be absolutely secure that your value is absolutely protected. So Mize is always focused on this, in giving you the best. So guys, I know that you've been let down so many times during your lifetime. In LMM companies, I've been let down many times also. And I can tell you from here, I don't go anywhere because I'm going to be around for many, many years. What the company does, what Mize Network does, the system they created, the ecosystem, and I know that it's going to last for many, many years. I can tell you there is in the ecosystem, there is ways to profit minimum. That's the target minimum, 20 years. That is already established. And I can tell you, Mize Network is not going to lose. And who stays with it, we're not going to lose either. So I'm going to stick around and get my share. That's for sure. All right. So guys, thank you so much. We'll see you back on Monday without promotion, but keep going with PowerMines and Power Nodes, obviously. And so this is it. Guys, thank you so much for being out there, and love you too.
Good night, everybody. Enjoy your last day of letting everybody know about the BlueHill mining opportunity, and we will see you Monday. Pow.
All right.